Hi kids, now we're going to learn how to make a rain stick. Here's what a rain stick looks like. This is from the music room. If I turn it, ooh, it makes some sounds. It's a long tube that has something inside to make the sound. Okay, so the things I need to try to make this at home are a tube. A great tube to use is a paper towel roll. So after your paper towels are done, save the tube and then that can be your base. Then I also need something to make the sound inside. Sometimes that might be beans or rice. In this case, I'm going to use my pasta. Okay, so I've got my noodles here. They're dried, make sure they're not cooked. Then I also need some scissors, 2 rubber bands, or maybe even glue if you want to use that, and a piece of paper. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna cut my piece of paper in half because that's gonna be the end of my tube because you need to close it off. Okay. So I've got my 2 pieces of paper, okay, and I've got my tube. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the paper on one side. So I'm gonna put it on the edge like this. I'm gonna hold it down tight, and I'm gonna put the rubber band around it. Now I probably will loop my rubber band twice to make sure it's nice and tight because I don't want the pasta or the beans or the rice to spill out. So, looks like that. You see the rubber band, it's nice and closed. Okay, then I'm gonna pour the pasta inside. You don't want to fill it too full or the pasta won't have enough room to move around. So maybe just about a quarter or a third full, okay? So not too full in there. I'll just put a teeny bit more, okay? Then I'm gonna take the other piece of paper and I'm gonna close off the top. Now, it's okay if it looks a little bit messy. Mostly I just wanna make sure that the rain stick stays closed. So I use my other rubber band, I close it up, and here is what my rain stick looks like. Now let's listen to it. Ah, you can hear the way the pasta moves back and forth. If I turn my hand nice and slow, it makes it sound like the rain stick. Let's listen to the rain stick again. Ooh, this way. Okay, now here's the sound of the pasta. Okay, if you wanted to try, you could also put rice inside. That might make a slightly different sound, maybe even a little bit of a higher sound than this pasta. Well, there's another way that you can make the end of the rain stick. If you have a balloon at home, instead of using paper on the end, you can use a balloon. So let me take this paper off of this side so you can see. So if you have a balloon at home, here's what you do. You cut the balloon right before it gets to the skinny part. See, I did that already. When you're using the scissors on the balloon, make sure you're being very careful. So you cut the balloon like that, and then you've got this kind of nice stretchy piece at the end. Okay, then I open it up, and then I'm just gonna wrap it around the top of the paper towel roll. Okay, and I wanna pull it down and make sure it's kind of tight, because you don't want any of your pasta or your rice or your beans to get out. And then you have it on the end, and then you can turn, and then it keeps the inside in there. And it makes a nice sound, and it has a little bit of a different look than the paper. Okay, so have fun making your rain stick at home.